you can see there's a lot of similarities and differences. When I talk about similarity is everybody uses social media.
Hi everyone, we're here with Eddie. Hi Eddie.
Hi, good, thank you.
Eddie's the marketing manager of MSI, right?
Yes, correct.
Do you want to give us a brief overview about yourself?
So I'm the marketing manager for Middle East, and I've been in Dubai for 1.5 years. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You're telling me how you moved around a bit with the company, like
Yes.
before.
Yeah, so I've actually been in a lot of places. I've been in India for 8 months, and then a few months in Philippines. And 3 years in Australia and a year in Hong Kong. So I've been around places with the company.
And how did that relocation like help you as a marketeer?
I think when you work in a certain let's say work in a country, a lot of things are restricted within the country. But when you step on a global stage, you can see there's a lot of similarities, differences. When I talk about similarity is everybody uses social media, right? No matter where you are. But the differences is the platform. For example, there's TikTok that's coming up, and also, for example, in Saudi, there's a lot more Twitter users. So we kind of tend to strategize based on the local market, but the main concept is still very similar. So when you talk about global scale.
So the way you communicate is similar, but it's where you communicate and how.
Yes. And also a little bit of tweaks, like for example, this month, the month of Ramadan. This is something very unique to Islamic culture. Therefore, we have to strategize based on the local culture as well. Yeah.
So how would you describe the importance of social media to your brand in 3 words?
So I would say it's an endless, exciting marathon. Because marketing is not about a one-hit wonder kind of thing. You know how you just don't pop up and you disappear. People will forget about you. So I like to describe it as a marathon, and especially endless one, is because it's about consistency. What you do every month, again and again. It's some people think it's repetitive, but that's where marketing really comes into play. How are you gonna make sure that even though every year we have the same activities, or we have different kind of ideas to it, to make people kind of attracted again to your content,
finding ways to make it relevant again.
Yes, exactly.
But it's a very interesting way to look at it. I don't think of it that way. Okay. And how are you planning to expand your reach and reach new audiences in 2023?
I think new audience, of course, a lot of people, it's really one of our very important tasks that we do in marketing. And one of the few ways that I prefer doing is really to connect with influencers. Because influencers, they have credits towards end users, where people will follow them. These people, when an influencer talk about your brand, they will have more trust because they have gained the trust in their fans. So I think one of the major ways expanding is influencers. The second part is basically from advertisement that we have. It's like, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, that kind of stuff. I think these will be the 2 main kind of concept in expanding out.
Are you optimistic about 2023?
I'm always optimistic. I could be pessimistic, but I think 2023 will be a unique year because it's after COVID now. Situations are back to normal. And I think there is still a lot of growth and potential in social media. There's never a stop to it. So I think 2023 will be a challenging year, but I think it will also be a very good one for us.
Okay. And if your brand was an influencer on social media, how would you describe that influencer?
Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. I think I would say young, exciting, and entertaining, I guess. So MSI, we work mainly gaming products. And gaming is about entertainment, it's about exciting. It's really with the young audience. So I would say, if I imagine our social media, he'll be around 13 to 18 years old.
Okay.
That's where, the student, you have the most time to play games. Yeah, I think that's what
Which platform do you think is going to be the strongest on?
Right now or in the future?
Both.
I think it really depends on country. But I think TikTok is a very fast growing one. I guess younger generations, they like to watch video more than reading words, right? Yeah. So I think video is really, and that's why Instagram is also going to be big, because Instagram has a lot. The reels, they're trying to promote their reels as well. I think Facebook still have their base, but we kind of split it into different age group. Like Facebook is more for, I wouldn't say older, but let's say about above 30. If that's where the Facebook era started. And then there'll be the 20s where it's Instagram, and then the young generation of the 10 to 18, 20s, there'll be the TikTok ones.
Okay, and with these changes, like what challenges are you facing in terms of social or digital marketing and like right currently?
Challenges is really to learn platforms, because every platform are very different in their own way, and the amount of content you produce is pretty different. So for example, in Instagram, you can have a picture post done. But when it comes to TikTok, you need videos, right? Yeah. These are the contents that is very different. And also to really understand the language, because, every year, there's new people who's 18 years old. They have their own kind of language. Like we have our own language when we talk to our parents, right? Yeah. This is what we talk about. So to really learn the language is also one of the big challenges about marketing, so that they could understand more what you're trying to convey to them.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's ever changing, really.
Yeah, you can see, yeah.
In this field, you have to like keep up with it.
Yeah, so you have to make yourself stay young, right? Because for our industry, as a game industry, especially this game laptop side, we need to reach out to the young people who are our audience, and we need to speak their language for them to understand what we're trying to bring.
And how do you manage to keep up?
Well, we have to do a lot of research on social media as well. And of course, when we have a chance talking with young people, like what they want, we like, for example, we do a lot of offline activities, pre-COVID. And in these activities, we'll invite a lot of our audience to, like, for example, young kids playing games. And we tend to like really sit down and talk to them, like, what games do you play? Like, how long do you spend? And, kind of really connect with them. I think that's one of the thing that we as marketing have to really do. Yeah.
Okay. And with that rise in social media, with the increasing consumption, what do you think the role of TV is like for MSI as a brand?
I think TV is a very interesting platform. Because gaming has been a niche market. Generally speaking, but now that we've done a non-gaming, but if you talk about what we did previously in gaming, it's niche in a way because not everybody plays games, and back then gaming wasn't really that of a, let's say, supportive before esports was actually a common, like a very hot topic. So TV wasn't that much of us, because TV is, let's say, it's TV is more like having the right content at the right place at the right time. And it's when it's a niche market, let's say only 10% of people really are your target audience. But however, for social media, we can really target our specific users that we want. So instead of spending the large budget on TV ads, we rather spend a lot more, like the same budget, hitting the right target on social media. Yeah.
Okay. And now that you rely more on social, like how would your brand be if social media there exists?
Oh, wow. It's going to be really hard because I think it like I said, the niche market wise, but currently it's a bit different now. So we have a lot of non-gaming products, which are for the everyday use. I think we will focus more on, for example, TV ads. One of the mediums that we have, outdoor billboards, and I would say influencers, if you don't count them as social. You're talking about YouTube contents, right? Nah. Would you say YouTube content is social media?
In a way, but yeah, I would say so.
yeah, okay. If that's the case, then I would say it will be a more traditional way. I think one of the traditional way that we usually do marketing is really handing out flyers, right? You just go on the streets and go, here you go, you want to buy our stuff. I think that will be what we're going to do if we don't have social media.
Do you think gaming, like now that I look at it, do you think gaming and social like goes together? Do you think they're connected in a way?
I think they are. Especially, I think it's just how we grow. So gaming is a very young generation kind of activity. I wouldn't say all people don't game, but it's just the gaming atmosphere is a lot more lately. And these people, they use social media as well. And you can link like celebrities and everybody, they like to share their life. And if gaming is part of your life, you definitely share it on your social media platform. So I think they both work really closely together. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It was a pleasure, really. I think that was the last question. Thanks for coming.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.